guys, this is Fish Food from Bottom of the Map Productions, and we are going to continue our walkthrough. We just got done collecting a shit ton of stuff, and now there's nothing left for us to do except go to the Temple of Time. Now, if you've played this game, you know what's coming. There's about to be a really, really long cutscene, and unfortunately, I'm not going to skip it out of the video. I think it's important to the story, and if you've never played this game or seen this game played before, you might want to watch it. So what you're going to do, you need to make sure you have the Ocarina of Time equipped. I'm going to go ahead and save my game real quick. And you want to stand up near this little altar thing, and you want to play the song that you learned, the Song of Time. Now, when you do that, it's gonna, trigger this little sequence, and you're going to have access into the, I guess, the chamber room. There's not really any way to, I don't really know what it's called, but it opens the door of time, which allows you to get the Master Sword. The Master Sword is one of the stronger swords of the game. Not the strongest, but it's a lot stronger than your Kokiri sword, that's for sure. Alright, so you walk in here, and if you notice, if you look right here, right now, you can see that the room is a square room until we walk forward. As soon as we walk a little bit farther, the room clips out. I just think that's a little cool, interesting tidbit I love about the game. Once you get to a certain point, it loads the rest of the game. I mean, it is a 64-bit game. It's, 1996, I think, is when the game came out. So, the graphics aren't what they are today, but graphics aren't everything. This is one of the, highest rated storylines in recent memory. Alright, so you're going to come up here, and you're in the, I guess it's the altar, or I don't know, the Master Sword chamber. But you're going to grab the Master Sword. And then you're going to get ready for the longest cutscene in the game. Except for the end credits, but the end credits nobody really pays attention to anyway. Of course, it starts off with a little bit of bad news. And of course, he's now in the Sacred Realm. And the whole purpose, our whole mission for gathering the secret or spiritual stones was to get to the Triforce first. We fail. You fail the first major mission in the game. And now we are here in this really odd place that's, everything is unfamiliar to us. And actually, you're inside the Sacred Realm itself. And you'll notice that there's a man standing there. A man we've not met so far. He is one of the ancient sages. We are inside the Temple of Light, so this is the Chamber of Sages. Inside the Temple of Light. In the very center of the Sacred Realm. Last stronghold against Ganondorf's evil forces. Tells me to look at myself. And what do you know? We are older, larger, and probably more battle efficient. And that shield that we were using, that we could only, duck with, now we can actually use it for real. Evil ones aren't allowed to touch the Master Sword, yada yada, Hero of Time. You guys can watch it all if you really want to see what it all says without, having to, listen over me. But, I have to sit here and watch this while I'm recording, and I'm kind of bored a little bit because I've seen these cutscenes a million times. I do understand my destiny. Ganondorf, the Gerudo King of Thieves, used it to enter this forbidden sacred realm. How dare he? What an asshole. King of Evil. 7 years. So we've met one of the first sages already. Hero time, chosen by the Master Sword. Keep my spirit with you, blah blah blah. And we get the Light Medallion, which means there's no Temple of Light dungeon, which would be kind of cool. I think a light temple would have been a really cool. I mean, we got a small glimpse into what a light temple would have looked like towards the end of the game, but not getting a light temple kind of ruins the mood a little bit. But there are 5 dungeons that we actually have to do. 5 dungeons with 5 fairly challenging bosses. They're each challenging in their own way. Of course, depending on the order I do it in, either the last or the second to last boss before Ganon is an absolute pain. But we'll get there and you'll know exactly which one I'm talking about because I will mention it a million times. Well, cutscene's over. Not really, it's only halfway over. You would think that this would be the perfect time for us to finally just start moving. Nope. We get to meet somebody else. Can't use any of some of the weapons, blah blah. Let's get out of here. I agree. Uh-oh, it's a blonde-haired person who came out of nowhere. Oh, you've been waiting for me, huh? Alright, this character, named Sheik, it's, Sheik you'll encounter Sheik from time to time, and Sheik will teach you melodies to, help you teleport to the 6, teleportation areas. Sheik becomes a very important character later in the game. I'm not really going to say too much about Sheik, but Sheik is a Sheikah, survivor of the Sheikahs. Legendary hero of time, yada yada yada. I have no choice, must look for the temples and awaken the sages. Okay, I will. One sage is waiting for the time of awakening in the forest temple. Sage is a girl, I'm sure you know. Which reasoning shows you that it's Soraya. She cannot hear her awakening, blah blah blah. We're gonna go get her. Oh, we can't even enter the temple yet. What? You believe what I'm saying? Well, I really don't have a choice. We're gonna go to Kakariko Village. Not quite, though. But now that we can move around, you can give your sword a few swings. And, the sword, it's a pretty decent looking sword. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it away because I think it's, a lot cooler to have it sheathed. But yeah, you can use your shield like normal. Alright, the first thing we're gonna do as soon as we leave the temple is we're going to go to Lon Lon Ranch. And you want to have quite a few rupees for this, depending on your success with some of these mini games. I've been really lucky so far in this walkthrough, so hopefully my luck will continue. Now, when you get through here, there's redeads everywhere, so you want to kind of make sure you don't get too close to them, or else they'll freeze you, and you don't really want that. Unfortunately, you can't get rupees from this room over here. We'll come back to that later. there's not as many pots. You can get them, but it's not as effective because there's not nearly as many pots. Alright, so we're going to head to Hyrule Field. Not Hyrule Field, the Lon Lon Ranch. We're in Hyrule Field. The ranch, we need to be there during the daytime. And we're going to go use Epona's song to collect ourselves a horse. Our first upgrade as an adult. Unless you count the Master Sword as an upgrade, which most people don't, because it's just an automatic, automatically gained thing. You don't have to have it, at all. I don't even think you technically have to have Epona to beat the game, because I don't even think you really have to get her. But we're gonna go ahead and get her anyway, because like I said, 100% walkthrough. So you're gonna go over here and you wanna talk to this guy. This is Indigo, I think. No, it's not. This what is his name? He's called the Indigo one. Yeah, it is Ingo. Ingo, not Indigo. Ingo. I couldn't remember his name. I could remember what he's called in Majora's Mask. Like, they use the same characters, just different names for everybody. Alright, he's gonna raise a horse and win recognition from the great Ganondorf. Oh, you're one of them. You wanna ride one of the horses? Sure. Pay 10 rupees and you can ride. Why not? Do I wanna learn how to ride? No, I'm not gonna go through all that. I'll show you guys how to ride. Now, first thing you wanna do is you wanna equip your ocarina and you wanna play Epona's song. Play Epona's song, and Epona should come running straight to you. Yes, she does. And you only have about a minute to do all this, so you ride around for a little bit. Use your control stick. You can press the A button to make the horse gallop faster. Best part is you can Z-target while you're riding her, and if you had your bow, you could use that. But I would be able to jump over that fence if that horse wasn't in the damn way. But in order to jump over a fence, you need to try to be parallel with, or perpendicular with it. You can't really take them at an angle, and you need to always try to press the A button right before you jump. Jump right there, and I think if you jump over the other wall, you'll get some of your money back. Ah, come on. Ah, she's not going to jump over it. I'll go and jump over this one, though, then. I think you have to ride her twice before you get a chance to actually win her. Talk to him again. Pay 10 rupees to ride. Blah, blah. And then you do the same thing. You gotta play Epona's song again. Or you could go walk or run towards her, but I don't even think she appears until... Yeah, she'll run away from you if you don't play the song. It's the only time that she actually does run away from you. And now if you climb on top of her, I'm going to try to see if I can go get those 10 rupees I just lost from riding the horse. Maybe it's just 5 that you get. I think you have to jump over the tall gate. Yeah, you get 5 back. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and we're going to walk towards Ingo, and we're going to talk to him. He's going to ask to make a wager for 50 rupees. So we're going to accept, and you have to beat him in the race. Hopefully you've been practicing and you know how to do all this stuff. You can try to cut him off, and that works really well. Just stay in front of him and he won't be able to go around you. Try to cut the corners if you can. The second race is a lot harder. Yes, you have to do it twice. The first race is pretty easy, and it looks like I'm going to beat him pretty easy on this one. And if you use all of your carrots up, your horse will slow down quite a bit. 26 seconds, no big deal. I beat him, no problem. But now the second race is always what gets me. He gets all pissed. How about another race? If you win, you can keep the horse. Really? You're gonna wager me a horse against 50 rupees? Okay. I'll take your horse. But basically you want to try to do the same thing and don't let him get ahead of you if you can help it. He always takes the turns fairly wide, so there's a chance for you to possibly catch up, and he's probably going to beat me. I might be able to beat him. Oh, that P's gonna beat me. So I'm gonna lose 50 rupees. Yeah, I think you have to win both races back to back too, which kind of sucks. And he laughs. So we'll try to do this again. But you want to get it ahead of him as quickly as you can. And then save your carrots if you can. And now we try the second race again. And hopefully didn't take me too long to do this one either. Alright, and same thing as before. If we beat him this time, we keep the horse. See, I was able to actually slow him down that time. If you rub against him, he'll slow down because his horse apparently can't move if he's touching a horse, which makes absolutely zero sense. But just try to stay a decent distance ahead of him. Take your corners short if you can without rubbing the wall, and you should win without any difficulty. And there we go. We have our horse. But there's always a condition, right? There's always a catch. He gets absolutely pissed, and then he finds out it's Epona. Talks about it being a wild horse, blah blah blah. He was gonna try to give it to Ganondorf. Well, nope, not gonna happen. But he thinks he is so smart. He's gonna give me the horse, but you can never leave. I don't even think you can dismount your horse either. Yeah, you can't even dismount your horse. So you have to find a way out of the ranch without dismounting your horse. Fortunately, the walls aren't very high, and your horse can jump. So just head at any of these walls, and just jump over. And congratulations, you now have the horse. Now that was a really long way for the horse to jump. That horse would have been dead. Just saying. I call bullshit on the physics of this game. There's no way that horse would have survived that. From that distance, that's easily a 30 or 40 foot drop. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we need to head to Kakariko Village. Kakariko, if you'll remember, is at the very easternmost point of the map. If I was thinking, I would have had us, jump over at the right side of the ranch, but that's alright. Okay, so you can't take your horse anywhere but Lake Hylia or the Hyrule Field. So unfortunately, we're going to have to dismount and leave Epona here. But she'll be there until you call her somewhere else. She never moves. Now, we have a few things to get here, but we're going to start in the graveyard. Because, that's where we always start things when we come to the Kakariko. That's like the only cool place in this town is the graveyard. So, there are two things in the graveyard. There is a piece of heart, which we will get. Hopefully you guys followed the guide and you planted the bean. If not, you're going to have a little bit of difficulty getting this heart piece. In fact, I don't think it's possible unless you have the bean planted. Fortunately, though, I do. So you just ride the bean, you jump off, and then you roll into this little crate, and you have piece of heart number 18. So now what we're going to do, the grave right next to the bean, we're going to grab it and pull. And hopefully I don't have the problem with falling into graves like I did in the last one. You're going to see a random ghost, and that's actually Dompe the Gravekeeper. You guys remember him. So as soon as you press A, you need to start running, and you need to follow him. Pretty much roll the entire time if you want to. Sometimes you can get lucky and you can beat his record. Don't hit the fire, obviously. I mean, it'll slow you down quite a bit, but you just need to keep up with him. Later, we'll have to do this again in order to get a heart piece, but it's really tough to do as currently equipped as you are, or even will be later. You have to beat it in under a minute. Don't follow the rupees. The rupees are a dead end every time. I keep hitting the damn fire. God damn. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna lose him. I'm gonna lose him. I'm gonna lose him. Always follow the fire. Fire is always the best way to go. Of course, it pisses you off. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, Link. What are you doing? I think he was trying to clip out of the game. Oh shit, 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 shit. Yeah, I've definitely not beaten the time to get the heart. And if you don't beat the gate closed, you won't get the prize. Whew, got close. Time of the race was 1:14. You were very quick to be able to keep up with me, blah, blah, blah. Not really, I was slow as fuck. He's going to give you a treasure called the Hookshot. The Hookshot we will use quite a bit in the game. In fact, it's the modern day, it's the Adult Link version of the boomerang. Sort of. It functions the same way when retrieving Skulltulla tokens. So you're going to open it up, and the hookshot will latch onto items, and especially wood structures, and pull you towards it. Sometimes it'll pull enemies towards you, depending on the size of the enemy. And we will use the hookshot extensively, so always make sure that's equipped somewhere. Aim with, yeah, you aim it like, it's basically use it like the hookshot, or not like the hookshot, like the slingshot. Go ahead and put it there. Now as soon as you get here, you will see these little blocks. And if whoops, don't do that. If you use the Navy ability, she'll say it's the same symbol that's on the Door of Time, which clues you in to play the Song of Time. So then you just climb up here and go up the little stairs. And as soon as you get here, you hear some really cheerful music. Now, we're going to use our hookshot for the first time. Aim literally directly at that heart. You're going to lose your arrow, but that's okay because it's just because it's behind the heart. That's piece of heart number 19. Now we're going to talk to this little windmill guy over here. And I think you can just talk to him and he'll talk about... you don't even have to... I don't even think you really have to talk to him. Pull out your ocarina, and he's going to teach you an ocarina song. This is the Song of Storms, which will make it rain. Literally. Make it rain. Not like money. That'd be nice, though. And this is required for the game. You can't beat the game without the Song of Storms. So, this is essential to the guide. And when you play it, the windmill starts moving around crazy in circles. You'll notice it does speed up quite a bit, and it actually makes it kind of difficult to get off of here. So just do a little roll attack and you should be fine. Alright, so it is nighttime, fortunately, so we need to collect a few things. I'm going to see if I can get over here on this house, and I can. Barely. Maybe not. You may have to angle yourself just right. It's not gonna... I don't think it's going to help me at all. Ah, I can. Perfect. Talk to this guy, and you can go ahead and get a piece of heart that's not in my guide just yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and mark it. This is number 20, and now we have 2 bars of life energy. Alright, so there's 2 Skulltullas we can get right here. Do we have enough Skulltullas for another reward? I think we do, actually. We're going to go and claim that, too. I didn't put it in my guide, either. if you go to the southernmost house, and that's I think you have to get up on the target shooting gallery to get it. Let me try it real quick. Do the same thing we did with the other one earlier. I don't know if we're gonna be able to reach it. Maybe we can't get it from this angle. There's a way to get up here. Oh, wait, I remember. Sorry, guys, I'm a little scatterbrained tonight, so... I really technically should say this morning. I have a knack for recording early in the morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning and stuff. But, hookshot to here, and then you should easily be able to hookshot up there, and you'll see the Skulltulla right here. And you can use your hookshot to collect it, or you can jump attack. I'm just going to use the hookshot. Alright, so we don't need to do anything else in here, so I'm going to go ahead and take you guys to Ganon's castle. So meet me at the gate to Hyrule Castle. Alright, so we're at the entrance to Hyrule Castle. We're going to go ahead and go inside, and you notice the drawbridge has been completely destroyed. And we're going to go somewhere you really don't even need to get to yet. We're going to be there towards the end of the game. But we can grab a Skulltulla now, so that's what we're going to do. Don't get too close to those guys or they will do that little shriek and freeze you in place. And this little cutscene will ensue because this is the first time you've been here. But this is Ganon's castle. Or at least the grounds to the castle. We can't get inside it yet. There's absolutely no way we can get inside it yet because we don't have the necessary equipment. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go over here and follow the little path. And you want to make sure it's nighttime. I think time still flows normally on these grounds. I don't remember for sure. No, it doesn't. It doesn't move at all. So I think I made it daytime. Holy cow. Can't believe I did that. Play it again. Make sure it's nighttime. What the hell? For some reason, it made it... I heard the cuckoo crow both times, so... Not sure exactly what's going on. Maybe it doesn't have to be day or night. Maybe it doesn't matter. Skulltulla's over here. Go ahead and kill it, grab its token. Maybe it was night to begin with. I don't really know. I've never heard it do the cuckoo crow during daytime. Alright, so that's all we need to do here. So we're going to go back to the Kokiri Forest. So, again, I'm going to see you guys right there. Alright, so I just got to the entrance to the Kokiri Forest. I didn't go all the way in. Make sure you go in when it's nighttime so we can go ahead and grab our first collectible in here. And you'll notice that there's a lot of enemies here. Not exactly the same little village we left when we left the last time. But yeah, there are enemies everywhere. So they'll go away after we get past the first temple. But they all die the same way. Those little huge-ass Deku Babas, you know, those are what you need to worry about, though. I don't know why I'm going this way. I'm actually not even going the right way. Alright, so you want to find the House of Twins. And it's very distinctive because it literally looks like... Almost a little bit like a castle. It's this building right here. And you can see why we're coming over here. Because there's a Skulltulla that we cannot reach from here. I believe if we stand right here, we should be able to see him and reach him. I don't even think you can hook onto the... No. That's the only kind of wood you can't hook onto. Alright, so we need to go to the Lost Woods, which fortunately is very close by. I don't have to skip ahead or anything. But you'll notice everything, like literally everything has changed. Even the Sacred Forest Meadow, the enemies are stronger than just the little Deku scrubs. It's a little bit challenging to get in there if you don't know how to use the Z-target system and look around corners. I don't care. What the... Yeah, wonder what's going on in the forest. I don't know, we're here and all hell is breaking loose. Alright, so we're going to follow the melody like we did last time. You know, it's the exact same process, exact same path. And you'll get here, and Mido is doing his best to block the way, like he always does. Promised, whatever. We're going to play Saria's song for him. Which means it proves to him that I know Saria. Yeah, Saria only teaches it to her friends. So now he trusts me. And he says, I don't know why, but I remember him. Well, he's talking about me. Or, well, Link, obviously. So, go ahead and continue forward. And we're going to enter the Sacred Forest Meadow. Now, the only thing that hasn't changed is there is still a Wolfos as soon as you get here, I think. Maybe. It should be. Maybe not. Maybe it's only the first time. I'm thinking of the start of the Forest Temple, my bad. There's one thing I forgot to do real quick. You remember that bean I had you plant at the end of the last video? We need to go visit that real quick. I don't care. Leave me alone. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and head back this way. And then back this way. And then we needed to go this way. And you notice that you can hear the Skulltulla now. He's right there. Slash him with your sword, pick up the token, and then we'll head back to the Sacred Forest Meadow. Alright, so remember that little trick we used to determine where the spike tracks were? They'll work the same way here. Just stick them with your hookshot, or you can try to sneak up behind them and use your sword. I don't recommend that because they are very alert. And you gotta hit them quick or else they'll do that to you. If they get too close, they will hit you. And they took quite a bit of damage from me, which isn't exactly fun. I'm going the wrong way. But always remember to try to check your corners. That way you can see where they are. Ah, damn it. Now this one's tricky because you never know which side he's going to be on. And sometimes they're actually around the corner, and you can get them pretty quick if you can aim, which obviously I cannot. I think we can see the Skulltulla that's up here. Hopefully I can hit him. Well, there's Skulltulla number 48. Which actually, I'd written down to do this after we learned the song, but then I realized we can get it from right there. Now this one is extremely tricky. You absolutely have to wait. Oh, he's not there. Sometimes there's an enemy right there. One of those little things is right there. I'll go ahead and clear this guy out too. And he's gonna... I should have just left him alone probably. Alright, so we're gonna go in here. And you remember that you have there's fairies in there, which I'm going to go ahead and cash in on both of them because I don't need bugs anymore. At least not for a while. But you're definitely going to need to stock up on a few because we're fixing to tackle the first temple. Also, something you can do if you happen to, I'm going to show you a glitch later. If you ever had an item right there, you can actually use a glitch to get another bottle. Which you already get 4 in the game, so another one's really kind of pointless because as many hearts as we're gonna have, you're not gonna need that many fairies. So I might not even include it. I'll probably talk about it in theory. Basically, what you want to do is you want to try to swipe. You can do it with any C item, so just make sure you don't do it with like the Hookshot or something that's necessary to beat the game, because you'll never get it back. Now this guy, you have to be careful. I get your sword out immediately, and then avoid his attacks left and right. And then you want to slash at him with your sword. I hit him once. You can also use bomb chews, but you can't use your hookshot because you can't get close enough to him. But you want to slash away until you can kill him. And he drops rupees every time, so it's kind of nice. Head forward, and it'll trigger a cutscene. And we'll see this mysterious sheik guy again. We'll notice that Saria is not there playing her Ocarina like she usually is. Hi, Sheik. I'm just gonna randomly pop out of nowhere. Very weird individual. Thing that doesn't change with time is a memory of younger days. Sheik always introduces the song that you learn with some sort of story. This is the Minuet of Forest. This allows you to teleport exactly where you're standing right now. Well, not exactly, but pretty close. On the little pad that you can see. But now that we've learned this song, if we ever need to return to the forest in a hurry, which is very useful, especially considering there's a fairy fountain right there, we will definitely have an easy way to do that. And there's one for every temple type area. Alright, so hop on top of this little, if you can. There we go, I had it for a second. I don't even think you have to. It usually just helps. But you want to hook shot onto this little tree, and then you're going to head inside the temple. We're going to pick things up during our next video. This is Fish Food, and this has been a Bottom of the Map production.